My name is Katy Fraser and I am an underwater camera operator. In Mexico, my role was to shoot Steve underwater in the cave systems of the Yucatán Peninsula. I think there is a bit of a misconception about cave diving in that it is an adrenaline junkie sport, it is super dangerous. And it's just not true. Actually, it's the complete opposite. Everything about cave diving is meticulously planned down to the minute. Hours, days before you actually go in the water.
There's a saying in cave diving, slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Diving is something that needs to be second nature for you to be able to be a successful camera operator. Being a successful camera operator is not about getting that shot. It's about getting it safely without damaging the environment or yourself or other people. I think whenever you're shooting adventure series, you always have to have a certain amount of variables that you mentally prepare for happening. You may not know what those are, but you know there's going to be something. When we were doing training dives, Bernadette's full face mask fell off at about 25 meters. It felt weird to carry on filming that. And I didn't, I stopped and I went and helped her like a good human. But there's definitely a bit of a conflict in your brain when you're operating a camera because you're having to capture the story, you're having to capture what's going on. And it is hard to walk this fine line between if somebody needs your help or somebody, is fine and they're going to get through it and they're going to be able to capture, a real moment on TV. When you go into a cave for the first time to light it, it's obviously very difficult because you don't necessarily know what you're lighting, and I have to do it in, minutes, or even on the fly while Steve is talking, and work with my lighting guy, Marty, to be able to create these dynamic moving shots that are continuously well lit. So we do that multiple ways. We place lights, so swimming ahead and setting up the shot for divers to swim through. We do showering shots, so sometimes you'll see that Steve is swimming along and he's constantly lit, and that's because Marty is essentially on the roof of the cave holding two lights, showering Steve and following him and tracking him that whole way. Sometimes you create halo effects where you take light and place it behind your subject so that you get a nice halo glow around. It's all about creating depth of field, making it interesting and dynamic. I'm very much used to being behind camera, so to be a character in the show was a bit strange for me. But it was also a nice experience too because it's something that I've never done. And it was nice to watch yourself from someone else's eyes and actually really appreciate what you do because I've put a lot of time and a lot of effort and so much training and so much hard work into what I'm able to do now, and so it's actually quite nice to get some credit for that. It was great. I mean, the experience to be able to show people for the first time and film their reactions of these beautifully lit caves, I mean, that was just priceless, and I think that's something that I will remember for a very long time.